Okay, this is the indoor air handler. This is the return. This is the air conditioning part of the inspection. So here we come along. This is the air supply plenum. There's the fresh air induction valve. So bring fresh air into it. Now look over here. Look at that duct. Look at this duct right here. Not supposed to have more than ½ inch sagging in the duct. Not supposed to be sagging more than ½ inch. This is the main electric service disconnect. This is the primary evaporator drain line. This primary evaporator drain line has a shallow trap. A lot of manufacturers don't like shallow traps. I don't know if this one does or not. I'm going to call it out. They sell them. They obviously sell them. So they're there. Coming along. This is our data plate. We'll get a still image of that. Coming along. The air filter is here. So you come in here, you duck underneath that valley, you crawl over there, you get all the dust on you. You come over here, and this is a 20 by 25 by 5. So it's kind of like a suitcase. That's how you get into it. Now with all the new construction, all the construction's been going on here. It's dusty, it's dirty. You want to change this filter when you move in. So you have a baseline, you know exactly how old the filter is. When they're wide like that, they're 4 or 5 inches wide. Sometimes they say that you can go like 4 months without changing it. So, and they're a little more expensive than the 1 inch, of course. So that would be some incentive. But whatever the manufacturer decides, whatever the manufacturer has decided, they determine is when you should change the filter is when you should change the filter. Again, we've got some sagging duct. Coming on along, and this is more attic observations. That's some palm bracing right there. I believe I've already talked about palm bracing in the attic video, which I made about a minute ago. So, rolling out through here. It's not the... I gotta say that this isn't the most dignified way to get around to change your air filter and service on the system, but it is what it is. That's got a plate on it. This is the light switch for the attic. That wasn't in the attic video. Coming on down. Main electric service panel. Load center. AC 60 amps. Furnace 60 amps. It's really not a furnace. Really not a furnace. This is a heat pump system. A heat pump system. It's electric. No gas to this house. It's electric. And a heat pump system, an air conditioner, is like a refrigerator. They take heat from an undesirable location and move it to a more desirable location. But a heat pump system, and people think air conditioners are expensive, it's because we run them all the time. Up north, they think gas is expensive because they run their heaters all the time. But an air conditioning condensing system is really, I mean, I'm not going to say that it's a miracle or anything, but it's a very energy efficient system. We just use it a lot, and you're going to use it more because it's a heat pump system. What's with a heat pump system? It's like an air conditioner with a reverse. So just kind of get used to this, because the technician is going to tell you that, and you're going to think he's talking to you crazy, and he's not. He's not. So the reason why it's hot out here is because it's 80 degrees. There's 80 degrees of heat. There's no such thing as cold. 80 degrees of heat, so I feel hot. That's a sensation. If it was 40 degrees out here, it would feel cold. That's a sensation, because there's only 40 degrees of heat. And heat goes to less heat. And so when you open up the door and they say you're letting all the cold air in, no, it's not coming in. Think about that next time. It's actually robbing the heat from your body. It's actually robbing the heat from your body. So a heat pump, it might be 40 degrees out here. It might be 40 degrees. There's 40 degrees of heat. And since this is running in reverse, it's taking the heat from outside and moving it to a more desirable location inside. And that's the way they work. And I got a link. There's another link. This is a link. If you're watching this, you hit a link. But I got another link baked into the report that explains it a little more in depth as we're coming along. The refrigerant lines, we got anti-theft Schrader valves. The refrigerant lines are protected. And we got a data plate right in here. It says this is a 5-ton system. A 5-ton system. This can be as much as 16 SER. My report's going to say 14.5 or more. Equal to or larger than 14.5, because I don't know. That's your energy rating. This is the electric service disconnect over to the side. And I have it open like this so we can just look in here and make sure it's all laced up nice and pretty. And it is. Looks pretty good. So I haven't done temperature differences. So that goes same thing with the attic, which we'll find out earlier in the report, sooner. Haven't done temperature differentials. But as far as the installation, what do we got? Shallow P-trap, sagging air duct. That's what we got. Not bad for what I do. Now that doesn't make the air duct any better. It doesn't mean it was installed right. Doesn't mean that the P-trap was fine. But that's what I found.